Hello, I'm Zion Quinn and welcome to another edition of What the Show. On today's program, we'll be exploring local TV news. Yes, the thing your parents and grandparents watch while having dinner right before they go to bed at 5 p.m. For our younger audience members, you might know it as the thing that provides you countless hours of blooper videos on YouTube.
He kills viruses in just one... What did you do, Mom? Dad, holy crap!
Now, you be quiet.
Hannah, can you hear us? Good morning.
Maple, can you stop just for a second? 3, 2, 1. More cold air. 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
I like that. He's kind of sniffing everything.
Man, that's a lot of slobber.
Wow.
Oh,
Where is this going?
While local TV news can be a wonderful source for a good laugh at the expense of the news anchor or field reporter, according to the Pew Research Center, it's the most trusted source for information concerning current local topics, such as regional politics, weather, traffic updates, and human interest stories from your community. The big concern for local TV news stations is the age of its audience. Those who actually watch local TV news tend to be around 50 years old or older, while younger demographics prefer getting news updates through social media and online sources. So, how can local news stations draw in that younger audience? Ashante Bean from the Poynter Institute offers some solutions.
In order to be sustainable, local news needs to reach younger audiences where they are, and that's increasingly on platforms like YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. That's why we partnered with the Google News Initiative to create VidSpark, a program helping newsrooms create engaging social videos to reach Gen Z.
So, local TV news stations, continue what you do in providing vital information to your communities, and please take necessary steps to draw in younger audiences by growing your local and online media presence to ensure we can enjoy such news stories like this.
An American icon is retiring from show business. Her final performance held today in Minneapolis. Twiggy the water skiing squirrel took her last laps as part of the X Games at US Bank Stadium. Fitting location for Twiggy's send-off. Twiggy's first public appearance also took place in Minneapolis at a realtors convention 39 years ago. Now, after thousands of shows, Twiggy and her owner, Lou Ann Best, are calling it quits together.
Wasn't that adorable? We have a great show for you tonight on What the Show, highlighting local TV news, so don't you go anywhere.
Welcome back to the 5th hour of Morning AM.
That's right, Robin. In the studio with us this afternoon is Belle of Belle Bakery, who has brought us an assortment of delectable delights to sample.
Jack and Robin, thank you so much for inviting me. Yes, I did bring several items from my bakery for you two to try.
That's fantastic, Betty. Tell us how you got started in baking.
Well, I always had a knack for baking since I was a child. When I got older, instead of going to college, I went to culinary school, and I earned my degree in culinary arts with a focus on baking.
Now, Betty, after culinary school, you opened up your own bakery on the cross streets of Jackson and Pine, is that correct?
Yes, and it'll be our 10-year anniversary at that location this coming Tuesday.
That's amazing.
That's fantastic. Well, I can no longer wait. I have to try one of those famous cupcakes.
Yeah, me neither. I'm really hungry about it.
Go ahead, please help yourself.
Yeah, will do. Thank you.
This is your cherry cupcake delight, right?
Yes, that's right. It's a cherry cake with preservatives and cream cheese frosting.
Wow, it's so good.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Thank you.
Everything okay, Jack?
Not at all. I think my lactose intolerance is kicking up again. Oh, God.
Well, excuse yourself and take care of your business.
Oh, I cannot move. Need someone. Bucket, please. Oh, God.
Oh my God. Cut to commercial.
Cut to commercial.
Cocorta is a seasonal allergy medicine for you. Contact your doctor today about getting a prescription for the #1 seasonal allergy medicine that can also give you painful and unwanted erections. Cocorta.
Ooh, okay, and we are back. Thank you, Sam. Here you go. Thank you, Sam. All right, well, Betty, it has been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for stopping on by.
Coming up on Morning AM, an update on that chicken farm fire-off of Route 72. Stay tuned.
And see you soon on Channel 4.
welcome to another edition of Eyes on You. I'm Sarah Leone. Coquarta, the #1 medication in eliminating common seasonal allergies, but it comes at a price. There are a laundry list of side effects that include gambling addiction, changes in your urine color, and unwanted erections. How did this medication get approved to be prescribed to seasonal allergy sufferers? To answer that question, and many more, is the spokesperson for ChemFar, the company that makes Coquarta, Roger Smiley. Roger, good evening, and thank you for coming on to talk about this today. Roger, I'm being told by my producer that there's something wrong with the audio on your end.
How's that? Can you hear me now?
We can, but you seem to have a filter on.
A what? I don't know what that is. I look fine on my end.
Whatever. Roger, please tell me how the medication Coquarta was able to be approved by the Food and Drug Council with these very peculiar side effects.
Well, our vetting processes by the FTC was rather stringent. We adhered to the strict approval guidelines set forth by the governing agency, and it was determined that despite the very unique and, mind you, very rare side effects, the ability to eliminate all seasonal allergy symptoms was just too good to deny the public.
But Roger, within your very popular Coquarta ad, it states that there's an 87% chance of having an unwanted erection and 32% chance in women to also have an unwanted erection. How was that even allowed to pass FTC regulations?
Well, funny story about that. The ad agency we hired to do the commercial mistakenly sent out a joke version to all the stations. And they had all those inaccurate figures about having unwanted erections. So it gained so much notoriety, we just added a little bit of fine details and descriptions saying, oh, it's a joke.
I'm flabbergasted. I have so many ethical questions for you, but we need to take a quick break.
That's great. I'd love to stick around and answer any questions you might have.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stay tuned to Eyes on You, where my guest, Roger Smiley, who still doesn't know he has a filter on, will answer more questions about this confusing advertising strategy after these messages.
You're watching the Channel 6 Evening News.
Good evening, and welcome to the Channel 6 Evening News. I'm Vincent Martino.
And I'm Abby Rittenhouse.
You're using your maiden name now?
You bet I am.
Our top story, the new unemployment numbers for the Bay Area came out, and they're at an all-time low of 2.3%. That's a 4-point drop from earlier this year. According to officials, the reason for this significant drop has been the growing number of jobs available in tech, retail, and hospitality sectors. Abby?
In other news, a rash of catalytic converter thefts have been reported in Contra Costa County. According to the local sheriff's department, there were 37 reported thefts in the East Bay County last night. Kind of like how Vincent stole 7 years of my life.
What the? I thought we were going to be civil about this.
Well, you guessed wrong. It's just in, Vincent Martino is a lying, cheating a-hole who puts his P word into any B word and C word with a pulse.
You're kidding me right now. You said we could have an open relationship.
I did, but you had to have a threesome with the traffic newswoman and my Ralph.
Oh, God.
My brother
great.
Ralph.
Oh, great. No. Coming up after the break, a report on the importance of communication in a relationship.
I'll show you communication with my fist.
Oh, you want to go right now?
This has been the Channel 6 Evening News.
This just in. We've reached the end of the show. That's going to do it for us here on What the Show. From everyone on the crew, we hope you enjoyed our takes on local TV news. Be sure to check out next week's episode on talk shows. But before we go, let's see that water skiing squirrel one more time.
You ready? Here you go, Tweet.
I can literally watch that for hours. But we'll see you next week. Bye for now.